Right, so I've got the drive shafts all fitted. They're all on now, just need a little clean up around. And on the other side as well. New clips on them. Get the hubs not loose at the moment. Got the exhaust to go on now. And then just the anti-roll bar needs to go on afterwards. So I had an absolute nightmare with the starter motor on this. Whenever I turned it over, it was slow. Took it off, hooked it up to a 12-volt battery, and it would spin fine. But on the car, it just wasn't enough. Battery was fully charged. But after messing around with a couple of hours, I gave in and brought a new one that I fitted off camera. So here's the example of what was happening when I was turning over the car, the original starter motor. As I bolted on the wing, pushing it towards the car to make sure I get the head of the bolt as close as possible to the original markings. This will allow the wing to fit in a similar position as it was before I took it off. Over to the other side now, I'll do exactly the same as I did to the other. Catch you when I get to the front end of the Golf. But before that, we're going to put the wheels on and drop it down. Onto the headlights, these bolt on by 4 bolts into each corner, followed by 2 plugs for the main beam and side lights. Securing your headlight in as well. All the places and times that you went there. Go a little further. Give a little love. So a lot of work has been done over the past few weeks. The metering unit has been taken apart so many times due to leaks and pressure problems, and after a few weeks we finally got to the end of many problems I've been having. You could be what I want. You could be what I need. What I need. So I've just finished putting on the metering unit. Touch the airbox. Did have a problem with the seal on this. The gasket was leaking, so I put a tiny bit of sealant. Very small, literally just a few little dabs, and rubbed it round. And I've primed the fuel round and it seems to be holding. So I'm going to get some fuel and then get some spark plugs in it and turn it over. So the fuel is now in the end. Just gonna put the spark plugs in it, and then we're gonna crank it over and see what happens. So I'm just gonna finish putting this airbox together. Just using the clamp to clamp it down, put this Jubilee clip on, holds down the update. After that clip, the fuel continued to leak out of the metering unit where they meet. As I'm completely new to the system, I wasn't sure on what sealant to use. I've done some further finding out, and I ended up using the Loctite that has sealed every time since. I've changed every seal and all the necessary bits on it. It's taken me longer than I expected, but I've finally come to the end with it, and I'm glad I took it apart and tackled it, even though it might not be right, but I'm glad I persevered with it. You're right, guys, so getting the Golf running wasn't the easiest task. So I managed to do everything, get it all ready, but the only thing that failed me was the metering unit, which I rebuilt many times, and there was clearly something wrong with it. I was hoping to try and get it, not 100%, but just try and get it good with the pressure on all cylinders, but I couldn't manage to do that. So long story short, cut over waffling, I've now sent the metering unit to Grey Goose Restorations. This is someone who rebuilds a lot of these units. He does hold it roughly for 8 weeks for the rebuild time, which is closing in now while editing this video. So fingers crossed, once I get that back, it'll be not far from getting the Golf back on the road after many years being off. And if you made it this far in the video, thank you for watching, and please subscribe to help the channel grow. And I'll catch you in the next one.